2. 4 balls to box.
The new master and the superstar. It's a good one from McClenaghan first up.
India now look up to him now. That's the reason why. Look at the timing. Beautifully timed. This is not exactly the quickest of outfields, not like an Indian outfield. Boundary.
Folks, this is a perfect cover drive. Perfect cover drive. Replay that 10 times over, batting coaches, to your young chargers. Never hit it. Right out of the middle of the bat. Down on.
Quite high on the stickers.
Oh, that's beautifully timed. Into position so quickly.
Any issues nowadays. Most of these top Indian players, Suresh Raina may be the exception. But for the most part, they all play the short ball well. They're used to it.
Well, in the case of this bloke, he can back it up with actions. And there's another boundary.
Turns it into the onside. Good timing. But they play, and I think this is where the... Did know that.
You just got to show up. Nicely timed shot here. And a scramble near the boundary. And Kohli will come back for a second run. So that's the first.
It'll predict their score that they will get to. He's bounced that over the keeper. Very clever. Inside edge, pick up another couple. Will Kohli.
Nice shot, beautifully played. It was just a mere push, and it's raced off to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, and the quicker it comes down. That one's 150, I think. The one 153.1 or 2, I think, in the in the 2020 game at Eden Park. So that's the quickest delivery we've seen from Milne, but it's gone back off Kohli's bat just as quick.
Nicely played. We'll get a couple here. Just angled it away from the fieldsman. He wasn't sure, Kohli. He's gone now. But the key was the commitment from...
Definitely favouring the batsman.
He works that through mid-wicket. They'll run hard. They'll be looking for 3. Cullen gets to it. Good.
Oh, that's beautifully worked. On the angle, and very, very square. Picks around, that's Milne. 103.43. Here's Nathan McCullum. Oh, that's a good shot. Up and over. Kohli on the...
First ball of the over. The bowler least expects it. He's trying to get the over off to a good start. The batsman says...
50 for Virat Kohli. Just a little appetizer. It could be a very, very good watching 5 weeks. A masterclass so far.
Yeah.
What you get from that is timing, placement, but you just get ease. Hardly raised a sweat so far. In complete control, so New Zealand just simply have to get him. If he's there at the end, India will win. In a run chase for India, they've won it. Now then, just square and arm. Gee whiz, Gupta was after it. New Zealand thought for half a second.
It was close, wasn't it? It was in the air the whole way. Gupta couldn't catch up with it. Didn't try and hit it too hard either, Kohli. It was just
a desperate shot than anything else. He'd been kept scoreless for a long time, so more a desperate shot. Look at that running between the wickets. That's what I was saying. They're brilliant at that.
And here we go. Power play coming up. And there's a signal immediately. Oh, he's hit directly. They want to run a second, but when they do, they'll go back and check. We'll try at the other end for a run out as well. Now, let's have a look.
Well, Kohli seemed to be confident because he called the skipper for a second run. They're both very quick between the wickets, but whenever there's a direct hit, there's a very good chance of it going in favor of the fielding team. Now he's inside, I think. Close. I think he might be inside. Let's get a clearer view. This is the thing. When do the bails come off? When the bat is on the line or beyond the line? Not out.
Boy, that was a near thing. Oh, that's a good shot. That's over the infield. A couple of bounces and 4 runs.
To try and bring that asking weight down. Length ball bowled. That is what batsmen are looking for when the fielders are in the 30-yard circle at mid-off and mid-on, because then they can get under it and head it over the infield.
Oh, he's just nudged it away, and it's heading down to the boundary. And Southey just gets there in time, and they're going to scamper back for 3. And that is a very good over from India's point of view. 13 off it. Oh, crunching shot. Beautiful.
Oh, that shot. Trusting the bounce. A little bit of width offered around the off stump. And latching onto it very quickly, Virat Kohli. Moving into the 80s now.
Over the top. And clear of the fieldsman. And over the boundary for 4 more.
It continues to impress with every outing. Didn't quite get hold of it because the bat turned in his hand at the moment of contact, at the point of contact. But it still had enough in it to take it over the
big overs. Power play was in. Oh, bang through the air, through for 4. Was in the air and wasn't far away from Ross Taylor, but the power of the shot runs away for 4. On. Kohli, just flick of the wrists, no elbow. Where do you bowl to this man? Uses his feet, a little dance down. He just looks where the gaps are and has the ability to... Not easy against this class. In the air, high in the air into the black sky. He's going back as Jesse Ryder. Doesn't get a hand on it. Oh no. Oh no. Was not easy running backwards, and in the end Ryder couldn't get a hand on it. No, got lost in the night sky. Went very, very high. Went above the lights. Ryder was running back. I thought there may be a chance. The guy on the cover boundary could have run in and called over Ryder. Length. It's a mistake by Kohli. Straight up in the air. Just didn't even pick it up. That is not an easy catch at this time of night, but you need to take it when they're given.
It looked like he was under it and was comfortable, and it just went away from him. Never easy at night with a black sky. Depth perception is very difficult. Wow, what a blow that is for New Zealand. Gets to 100, they win. Oh, look at that for a cover drive. Look at that for class. He can't stop it. What 100 from Virat Kohli. What a way to bring it up. What a masterclass it's been. It's One Day International 100, number 18. It's 4 from it. Now now there's been 6 from it. It's been an over that started with Milne and finished with comfortable at this moment.
Well, Brendan McCullum needs to ask himself, how do I win this game behind the umpire?
There's that cover drive, but protection out there. Martin Guptill has been pretty quiet at that side of the...
Can only get one. He tried, and he's out. Oh, he's out, the bonus wicket. McClenaghan just keeps taking them. And Ryder as nonchalant as you like. He had a half chance earlier. He didn't let that one go begging, and Kohli's on his way.
Well, a full toss. And he hit it straight to that fielder. Maybe 5 yards either way, and he would have got runs, if not a boundary, but straight, absolutely straight to the fielder. India has been finding fielders with a regularity. We saw that with Rohit Sharma, and now we see that with Virat Kohli. What an innings from this young man. Absolutely outstanding.